He came to church with some thousands. All of a sudden, as I brought him out, I said, I'm giving him $100,000. That's about over 80 million. And then I said, get me my briefcase. And I carried the $100,000 and give to him. Follow me. When I give him this $100,000, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? If I give him that money, $100,000. You came alone to this church? You came alone? Did you look left, right, or front and back? You came. Simple. But if I now give you $100,000, what will you do? Will you still go home alone? Eh?
I won't.
You won't. This is church, oh.
I won't. Huh? I won't.
This is church, oh, church.
I won't.
Why?
Because of the security aspect of faith.
The security aspect of it. Thank you, sir. So what will you do?
I will devise a means through which I will live.
Action is now in place. Listen. As a matter of fact, your greatest battle begins when God speaks about you. Because the whole attention of hell is now on you. You didn't hear what I said. When God speaks, the satellite of hell is now on you. So when prophecy is given to you, don't go home rejoicing only. Just know that at the instant of the prophecy, battle started. Show me, you will see it. 1 Timothy 1:18. This charge I commit to you, son Timothy, according to the prophecies previously made concerning you, that by then you may what? Wage a good warfare. So when prophecies go forth, you must now begin to legislate in the place of prayer. You must enforce this prophecy in prayer. There are a couple of things you must do. Prayer is one of them. Prayer is the first. Anytime prophecy goes forth, it must carry an instruction. If the prophet didn't speak it, while he was telling you that, if he didn't tell you, while he was telling you that, the Lord will minister to you what to do. You cannot see a prophecy manifest without you doing something about it. Either it tells you to forgive, or it tells you to give sacrificially, or it tells you to do praise. There must be something in your heart leads you to do. That in your heart leads you to do. The prophecy is incumbent upon it to come to fulfillment. Prophecy does not get fulfilled on its own. It's like an ovary that we need sperm to fertilize. There are activities on earth that will marry with what God has spoken to precipitate results that we desire. So when prophecies are given to you and you go home rejoicing and you fold your hands, it not only delayed, after a while you won't say it. So it doesn't mean that the veracity of the one that has spoken is in question, or the perspicacity of the person's prophetic ministry is in question. But it is you now who has not labored to enter into it. It was the writer of Hebrew that says, since rest has been promised to us, let us now labor to enter into the rest. It has been prophesied, but let us labor to enter into it. So now if the money is given to him, what he needs to do now is to devise a means to. So what you will now be hearing, you will even see ladies here who didn't take notice of him. Hi. In fact, from where he is seated down, as he goes back to the chair, the one by the left, by the right, by the center, by the will now say, I am Chidema. You? There has been an attention. Am I talking to somebody here? It wasn't like that until there was a deposit. So when God speaks, the devil focuses. I want even to tell you, when you're should I say this one? Not to get you afraid, but I will explain it. When prophecies go forth, concerning your life and you don't pray about it for the fulfillment, your life is not even the same. It's not even about losing the prophecy. Like a prophecy went forth, your destiny will be great. You know, the devil might not have known that because it's not omnipresent. It's not omniscient. Say, oh, this person will be great. Nations will hear you. And through you, a lot of people will be delivered from poverty. The devil will say, people I'm holding, you want to deliver. He will now come against you with everything he has. If you don't wage a good warfare, you will not even remain at the same place. You will go lower than. That's why it's like a word went forth and you saw wars. But do not be afraid. When prophecies go forth, remember, the Lord told Elijah that it would rain. How did Elijah enforce it? He went into prayers. He put his head. He took the posture of an animal. How can a man put his head in between his legs? A disfigured state. You think he wanted to stay like that? He didn't know when he got twisted. The burden twisted him. He put his head in between his legs. And then he prayed. After a while, he told his servant, go and check. The servant didn't see anything. He prayed again. He navigated through 7 rounds of prayers. And then on the 7th one, the servant said, I see a little feast. Cloud like the feast of a child forming in the heaven. He said, this is it. He prayed the prophecy into being. The Lord said there will be rain. But for him to see the rain, he had to go through 7 dimensions of intercession. When prophecies are given to you, there are not times to eat rice. There are times to fast and to pray. Say to he that you war a good warfare. In a particular meeting, the man of God said, the world will hear your voice. I was crying. I knew that the man of whom this was spoken about is not worthy. And then after that, we journeyed to the mountain. There was a particular year I went to the mountain. If I didn't go to the mountain, not just 1 year, it might be 10 days of the year. I will finish working granite, I will keep the granite and go to the mountain. 4 a.m. I would come back, take my bait, and then trek to National Grammar School, Nike. Come back, call granite. That was my itinerary every day. I had one prayer point. Oh Lord, give me power so that I can help a generation. Every greatness you see came from the crucible of sacrifice. You can't journey to a place that matters if you don't pay. Jesus paid for the name he got. You didn't hear what I said. Did you hear what I said? After he died, the Father said, because of the sacrifice you have made, sit at my right hand. Sit at my right hand. He said, now all powers in heaven and on earth are under you. He said, at the mention of your name, knees bow, both in heaven, both on earth. It was the death that brought the name. You will be great. Nah, my guy, pastor today. Nah, they great. Nah, the thing, Bawa, don't worry, I will help you. In the night, you go to a club. Great man. As you are dancing with the wine in your hand, you are spraying money, and the money has finished. You say, don't worry, I will soon be great. No, keep doing it like that. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you will call me. So for every prophecy to be fulfilled, there must be a warfare. Once the prophecy comes forth, declare a prayer. Declare a fast. Even if it is not fast, declare prayer. Pray it to fulfillment. You didn't hear what I said. Now, what you now do is to go to God with his word. If America gives you visa, American visa, they have given you the visa. They want you to come to their country. You can't show up at the airport without the visa. You can't stay in your home and travel to America. You need to come to airport with what? With a visa. Likewise, you need now to come to God with his promises. Mpa, you said this day. You said this day. Bring it to pass, oh Lord. And keep praying until you see it manifest. And I tell you, one of the things that helps you speedily in the answers to that prayer, vow the prayer. What did I say? There are 7 dimensions of prayer. The 5th one is vowing your prayer. That's the realm Hannah got to, and God heard her. She had been praying all these years, there was no show. But the day she said, give me and I will give you. And God needed a prophet. You know, that was the time of the lineage of bastardhood. You know a man by name Judah who slept with the daughter-in-law and gave birth to Pharis and Ezra. That is the 2 twins. Are you aware of them? In the book of Matthew, the genealogy of Jesus, Judah slept with the daughter-in-law. And you know that kingship should come from Judah. So when he slept with the daughter-in-law and gave birth to a set of twins, the Bible said in Deuteronomy that a bastard shall not enter the congregation of the righteous unto the 10th generation. So because of what Judah did, he couldn't produce kings for 1,000 years. That's why God didn't give Israel a king. When they cried unto God, God angrily gave them Saul. It wasn't the perfect will of God. God said, you need a king, take a king. Because Saul came from the line of Benjamin. Saul was a Benjamite who was never supposed to produce a king until the 10th generation expired. That's why the Bible says in the genealogy of Jesus, from Matthew chapter 1, from verse number 1, when he came to David, the Bible said David the king. It was David that ended that lineage of bastardhood. It was in David's time that 1,000 years ended. And God needed a prophet to usher in the king. So as Hannah was praying for a son, God was in need of a prophet. So Hannah said, give me a son and I will give you a prophet. God said, wow, release a son. And then she gave God Samuel and later gave birth to 6 other sons. So when she vowed her prayer, her answer came speedily. Sacrifice for that prayer. You might even go beyond vows. Before the prayer is answered, a man was believing God for something and said to the Lord, I believed you for this. If you do this, I will do this. And then the thing delayed. He gave it to God. He said, I've done my part. I've done my part. It's now remaining your own part. He said in the middle of the, not in our church anyway, I heard a testimony from him. He said in the middle of the night, a man came to him. And the man told him, Adameji mado ogwo. Osia tuleu tena kukonso. It to be mado obono ogwo. When the man who he didn't know who the man was because he said from his back. The man said, he now felt it might be gone. He tell you was a man that had gray hairs and his face was veiled in glory. That was how the man received what he saw. Do you know what we do? Prophecy comes, we do nothing about it. Prophecy comes, no prayer. Prophecy comes, no asking what should I do. That's why the prophecy comes back after 3 years, and comes back after another 1 year, and comes back after 2 years. And we're asking, why is it that one that came 4 years ago, God is still giving you an opportunity to do something about it? And changing me, we have come with open heart. Somebody say, oh, let our ancient words impart.